Hello everyone, it's David Van Sicklen here, and I wanted to give you a few tips and tricks for using Gmail more efficiently. So here I am in my Gmail, and as you can see, I have a lot of unread messages, and this might be the case for you as well. I want to show you one quick thing that is a game changer that I've used for the last 5 years that I love. So when you go over here, you see your settings cog, and we're going to get into this a little bit deeper in a second here, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click Configure Inbox. So right now, all of my email is going into the same box, primary box. So that's why I have so many emails. However, if I check a few things like social, so emails from YouTube or Twitter are examples. Maybe you have a Facebook account tied to this, a lot of different things there. Promotions, this is huge for teachers and paraeducators because we sign up for free educational things all the time, and they're always trying to get us to pay for it. And then updates. This is stuff from like Google Calendar invites, things are getting shared with us, Google Classroom. And then forums you can check if you are part of any sort of web forum. In this case, I'm not, so I'm not going to check that box. When I click save, watch what happens to my unread messages. Boom. It went from 468 to 2. And notice now I have these little tabs up top. So primary is where all sorts of important emails are going to go from direct people. So my principal, Mr. Shell's emails go in here. Emily Langland shared a Google survey with me. Social, I've been posting YouTube videos, so I get comments or new subscribers here. Promotions, notice, look at all these. Basically, none of them are read for me. These are things like, hey, what are you missing in Epic? Or hey, buy this thing from me. And lastly, updates. And here's where I get comments from my kids in Google Classroom. Maybe I get an invitation or someone commented on a Google Doc that I'm a part of. And notice I am reading these a little bit more thoroughly. So if you've done this with me, you may have noticed that Google at first might make some mistakes here and there. So it is important at first to kind of do a quick little audit of like what happened. And let's first say, for example, Mary Beth resolving this comment. I want that to go in my primary. If I click and drag this conversation up to primary and pop it in there, it's going to say, do this for future. And I can say yes. And so Google gets smarter based on what you prefer. So it is important every now and then, like as you noticed, I go in my promotions and I can check and be like, oh, actually, I wanted to read that. Maybe I actually want this to go into my updates instead. And so I can do this, and Google will slowly but surely get smarter as this goes on. I think this is a huge game changer. You just kind of have to change your email preferences by um, checking these tabs every now and then. Now, another cool thing you can do is with settings is you can change your theme. So this is the classic version of Gmail, but for me, it hurts my eyes. It's so white, and so bright. So I'm going to change themes. I can change a nice little background. As you noticed, I kind of prefer a darker background. So I could do something like these pebbles or something like that. Click it and notice it kind of already gives you a little bit of a background. You can see what it looks like. And hit save. Already I like these pebbles, so I'm going to keep it there. Last thing I wanted to show you, because I only have 5 minutes on my free Screencastify, is settings. So I click the settings cog in settings, and now you can look at a few different things. So first I can change my default font style and all of that. In this case, I'm going to keep it the same. I can keep grammar suggestions on because my spelling is not always the best. Writing suggestions, personalization, it gets smarter based on your style of greetings and salutations. Conversation view on and off is one that some people really prefer. So I like it on, which is the classic Gmail version, which groups messages like this. So notice I have 4 messages between Emily Langland and I. If you turn conversation view off, those messages kind of come in separately. So if you prefer that, just click off. Here is where you also can change your signature. So notice I give my title, where I work, and a little quote, maybe a picture, all sorts of fun stuff. Whatever you change, make sure you hit save, and you're good to go. So that's a quick, brief overview of some of the important settings of Gmail and a quick way to make it better for you. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.